Madam Chair, Mr. Vice Chair, members of the board, it's great to be back here and address you all. As we face daunting challenges within our education system, from staffing shortages to giving our students a normal learning environment, I think what is so great about our education system is that it's a reflection of the diversity of our county, diversity in religion, race, background, creed, and ideas. Ideas that help us reflect upon and consider how we can improve our society. But across the country, we are seeing outright attacks on the dignity of education. Many elements of our history, diversity, and society are being and have been unwelcome in the classroom. But education at its core requires the consideration of multiple narratives and varying perspectives in order to teach students how to think critically. A proper education includes the parts of our history that can be uncomfortable to some, but which define the reality of all of us. Our students deserve to learn in a classroom that fosters inclusion, representation, and open-mindedness. As a Latino who went through my entire K-12 education here in BCPS, it's really hard for me to remember a time in which I learned about my own culture or heritage, other than when Latino History Month came around. And that's if it wasn't interfering with our curriculum. And I know many other students of different racial and ethnic backgrounds have felt the same way. And to say that students are learning enough about different cultures, identities, or ethnicities is not reflective of what we're seeing in our society today. But this also means we have to defend our administrators, our educators, our paraeducators, and our support staff. Never in a million years would I have imagined that one of the most important professions in our society is constantly being attacked. And we are seeing that today in the news and throughout the country. But this is the world we live in the era of disinformation. And we have to make sure that we are combating this everywhere we see it. We have a historic opportunity to be a role model for what education can and should look like. As we look around the country and see many boards of education threatening progress and inclusion in the classroom, we should stay wary of the dangers in restricting education. I hope that this body sees our time in history as an opportunity to implement and promote policies in our education that are inclusive, tolerant, and thought-provoking for students, so that they may one day take these perspectives and knowledge into the world and create the change that we so desperately need.